everybody? It's JT Sports, and I'm actually, guys, with another video. I'm here with my guy, Dwayne Close, who is our Washington Redskins insider for this channel, and he's going to be recapping the Washington Redskins free agency and what players they are interested in targeting into the draft. So, Dwayne, man, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming on.
Oh, no problem. It's not a problem at all.
So, let's talk about the Washington Redskins free agency. So, the notable signing is, I feel you guys overpaid. You guys signed Landon to a mega deal, $84 million. I think it was like 40-something million guaranteed. And you guys lost Jamison Crowder. You guys lost a starter offensive lineman. You guys lost a starter linebacker. So what's your thoughts, man?
Okay, so the Landon Collins deal, first and foremost. So it ends up being about a 3-year deal. Roughly, I think you see the $45 million guaranteed, but a lot of that's not even guaranteed money until 2021, and that's if he gets hurt. So it walks away, like his starting salary this year is, I think his base is like $4 million or $3.5 million. It's not a huge base salary this year, so that deal wasn't too bad. In regards to the losses, Jamison Crowder, his production, and then him staying hurt, just didn't garner for the Redskins to actually re-sign him. And then you talk about Preston Smith. Yeah, Preston Smith is gone, but when you have a pass rush with Ryan Kerrigan on one side, then you have the Alabama wall right there in the middle, and you can't get to the quarterback, that's a problem when the linebacker on the opposite of you had another 13 sack season. So, 13 sack season. So, that right there is kind of disappointing. And then you talk about Ty Nsekhe. Ty Nsekhe wasn't a starter. He was a depth guy. He logged some starting minutes, yes, because that was due to injury. But at the same time, yes, it's a tough loss, but all in all, I'm glad that they did not pay that type of money to those players.
Okay. So let's talk about the recent offensive line signing. You guys signed Eric Flowers. He got waived by the Jets, picked up by the Jaguars. I feel he was pretty decent with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't think he was great, but I don't necessarily think he was bad. What's your thoughts on the signing?
I think, again, that's a good depth signing. The way the contract's breaking down is $4 million, but I don't think it's any guaranteed money into it unless it's like a small percentage. So it's something that the Redskins could walk away from if they don't deem him good enough to be there. But, again, it's a depth signing, so he's going to be sitting there behind Trent. They may end up plugging him at guard, maybe, if they think that he can handle it. If there's injuries that happen, but Trent and Morgan Moses have locked down those outside spots. So I don't expect him to be any more than a second-string tackle at this point.
Okay, so now let's talk about what you guys are doing going into the draft. So I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty much set at the quarterback position. You guys have Josh Johnson in there. You guys have Colt McCoy, and you have Case Keenum. So you guys are pretty much set, at least for this year. So are you guys still going to go quarterback, or what do you think the Washington Redskins are going to do when it comes to the draft in the first round?
I absolutely think the Redskins will go quarterback in the first round. The way it's setting up is too good of an opportunity for you not to take one. You just take a look at the front end of that draft now. So supposedly the Cardinals are going to take Kyler Murray. All right, so that's one player right there that's going to be off the board supposedly at 1. But teams that follow suit behind that, so you have the Giants, they're more likely than not taking a quarterback because they said they believe in Eli, and they haven't looked at Haskins unless they think Drew Lock's the answer. Then the team right behind them is going to be the Broncos. The Jaguars right there, they just signed Nick Foles. That takes them off the board. Unless the Broncos think they can do something with Haskins or Locke, I don't see them taking a quarterback with them bringing in a Flacco. The Dolphins are in just complete tank mode, and they just signed Ryan Fitzpatrick to a 2-year deal. So I don't see them taking a quarterback either. So there is a very good chance that Dwayne Haskins or Drew Lock is sitting on the board at number 15, and the Redskins would have to pull the trigger. Josh Johnson, I think he's not going to be back, and the reason I say that, first of all, he just had shoulder surgery. Second, they brought in Case Keenum, and I think that right there solidified that they weren't going to bring him back for an opportunity, even though I think he deserved one. But if neither player of those quarterbacks are there when they pick, I can surely see the Redskins taking a pass rusher right there at 15. I can really see it just for the fact that they let Preston Smith walk. That is a place where they're looking to improve, whether and albeit it will happen in the draft, and they're also looking in free agency. But all in all, there should be a quarterback sitting there at number 15 if the Redskins decide to pull the trigger, and I think they will.
Okay, so first round, probably quarterback or pass rusher. So what are the other positional needs that you guys need to fill in the draft?
I would say another positional need will end up being wide receiver. I think that is a huge, glaring need. As most Redskins fans know, if J.P. Finley actually put out a tweet a few days ago saying that the Redskins were looking to make a big splash at wide receiver. And you saw names of A.J. Green and Stephon Diggs float out there. But I think that's right there. That and quarterback are the two most glaring needs that they need to address. I think they do. They really wanted to bring Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix back, and unfortunately they could not. So I can see them making a move at safety, but that will probably be in the latter portion of the draft, because I think they brought in DRC thinking he can make the change to free safety to be that roaming free safety. So it's going to be very interesting, to say the least, to see what the Redskins do in the first round. But all in all, this is a very solid team across that board. I mean, you just have to look. You have Landon Collins. You have Norman over there, and people want to knock Norman, but Norman actually had a pretty decent year. If Reuben Foster can mold into this and just mesh into this defense, it's going to be a great linebacking core, depending on who you bring on the other side. That Alabama wall still there. We're not going to sleep on Matt Ioannidis, because Matt Ioannidis, in my eyes, is one of the best 34 defensive in the league. Just when it comes to garnering pressure and getting to the quarterback, he does a great job at it. So all in all, that defense is set. You bring in a quarterback with that solid line, and you just feed him like they did Adrian Peterson, which I'm pretty sure Geis may not end up starting the season just because the Redskins don't have to rush him back anymore. You just feeding Adrian Peterson behind that line. If you just have solid quarterback play, that Redskins team is a playoff team.
Okay, everybody, that is Dwayne Close, our Washington Redskins insider for this channel. Dwayne, thanks for coming on, man. As always, you always give us factual stuff, great information, and thanks for coming on, man.
I definitely appreciate you, and thank you for having me again.
No problem, man. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.